Let's meet your home team. Standing 6'2", number 36, Bean. Standing 6'8", number 0.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's prime time in at the 2-guard. And it's Champ in at the small forward position. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, BA, it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You could be... to see the guys who are in the running for most improved or sixth man.
Here's Big Daddy. A shot from the mid-range. And he hits the jumper for 2.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Here's prime time. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Big Daddy. Pass to the dude. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Flash. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's prime time. 3-pointer off the mark. Here we go. Here's Champ. The shot, no good. Here's Baker. Pass to Flash. To the wing, right side. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's Big Daddy. Pass to the captain. Here's the dude. Here's Big Daddy. Just 3 to shoot. Puts it up. And it's the professor with a rebound. Gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Baker, pass to the professor. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
to the inside. Here's the dude. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The professor, the pass to Baker. Here's Mr. Moves. Down low. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. The dude passes to the dude. Nails the baby hook. The dude's got his second basket on the night.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Baker. Off target with the three. The Knights have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The dude passes to the dude. Here's the dude. To the middle. Ball stolen. Here's prime time. Pass to Baker. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's prime time. And the three off target. Prime time's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The captain misses. Gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's prime time. The dude with the rebound.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
With the drive, here's Champ. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Shooting 43% to get this one underway. Baker can't get it to go. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 55 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's the pick. Here's Champ. Nails it from beyond the arc.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
The professor, the pass to prime time. Can they get it? And the jumper is good.
And no matter who it is, you can't give anyone that much room from mid-range.
Here's the dude. One second left. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Leading by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
And it's the captain in at the 4. Prime time's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And it's Flash in at the power forward. Here's the dude. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
That one's no good. Here's prime time. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Here's Big Daddy. To the left wing. Pass to Champ. Here's the dude. Just 5 to shoot. The dude passes to Champ. Pulls up. That shot off. Champ's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Baker. Deflects the pass. Here's the dude. Drops it in from 14 feet away. The dude's got 6.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
To the paint. Here's Mr. Moves. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
The dude passes to Big Daddy. They set a pick. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's the dude. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Champ. Can't hit it from 12 feet. He's got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Prime time. That one's good. This game is all even. Prime time's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's the dude. Pure from 3-point range.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Pass to Mr. Moves. The 3. Baker gets the bucket. Baker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's the dude. Pass to Champ. Here's the dude. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 12 points for him.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Here's Flash. Yet to see a basket. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to the dude. Inside. Here's Big Daddy. Baker grabs the board.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
To the inside. Here's the professor. And that one is hammered home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's the dude. He's got 12. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month.
And over the last month, both teams have been playing excellent defense, really working hard to prevent other teams from scoring a lot on them.
Gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Baker, pass to Flash. His first shot coming late. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Big Daddy. 55 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to the dude. The 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the dude. 15 points in the game. 34 seconds left in the second period. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Here's prime time. Give him 8. The three is up. Goes back up. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close.
The previous play is under review.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 2. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game, a lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. You know, in many ways it feels like a playoff game, but those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. Out of the West, Magician.
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA.
I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Bernie.
Yeah, that's been their big advantage thus far. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. And it's Big Daddy in at the 1. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Here's Mr. Moves. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's the dude. Pass to Champ. There's the triple, and it's the professor with a rebound. The professor's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Primetime. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
The captain misses. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played, and Primetime gets it to go. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And they're pushing it up. Ahead. He goes up.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Champ. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the dude. He buries it from 3. The dude's got 18.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Here's prime time. Here's the professor, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to the dude. 4-3. And it's the professor with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's prime time. No good on the three. Here's Champ. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Here's prime time. He's got 11. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Pass to Big Daddy. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's prime time. Driving in on Wednesday and then on Saturday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. The captain's gotten his first bucket of the night.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's prime time, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
One shot.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Champ. Pass to the dude. Here's the captain. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. The captain's got 5 points now this quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Baker, pass to Mr. Moves. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. So it's the home team now. The lead is 2. Here's Champ. There's 57 seconds left in the third. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Mr. moves the pass to Flash. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Pass to the dude. Here's Big Daddy.
Away team foul. Number 27. Third personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Six to shoot. Pass to Champ. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to drop. Here's Mr. Moves. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's the captain. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Mr. Moves in at the 3 slot. Big Daddy, the pass to the dude. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
Here's the professor. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass, and they're on the break.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
Shooting the rock at 58%. Pass to Flash. To the paint. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the captain. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. The dude's shot is off. Pass to Mr. Moves to take the lead. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's the dude. Pass to Champ. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Champ. Lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Here's Flash. Baker, pass to the professor. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Knights have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Champ. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Fires from deep. Flash grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's the professor. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Well, Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact. Great work, Allie. Thanks. Gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. The Dudes' shot is off. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Money from 3!
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. For 3, and he nails it!
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Here's prime time. They swipe it. And they're running. Let's loose the 3. Ooh, it doesn't go. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's the Dude, and there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Oh, it doesn't go.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mr. Moves.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, it doesn't go.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The triple drops.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Ouch! That was a missed opportunity. Could have put this game on ice.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Knights, Speed, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. And he's unable to get the second one. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time to present our player of the game.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got the great one. Ren Benyama's out there with Jay. Then there's Carter. And it's Wheeler in at the one spot. Cool Hands is out there with the closer. Then there's Bennett, and it's Big Daddy. And it's McCain in at the 3 slot. Two great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down. down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle.
Here's the closer. Pass to McCain. Shoots the three. Carter pulls it in. Now Jay. Six to shoot. Lets it go with the three. Simpson with the rebound. About a minute played so far here in the first. The closer passes to Big Daddy. Now here's Bennett. He's guarded by Knight. Simpson good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wembanyama with it. Pass to Knight. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Carter outside. Wheeler. McCain defending. No good from 18. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The closer passes to Simpson. Pass to the closer. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now Carter. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Wembanyama. Wheeler, the pass to Carter. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the closer, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A nice shot by Knight.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the closer. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. The closer's got 6 points.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
To the inside. Here's Knight, and here's Carter. Off target at the rim. To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Carter drives in. There's the steal. Here's Simpson. Gets to the corner and buries it. Simpson's got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
The shot's good from Carter.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Inside is the closer. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Wembanyama outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. McCain with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Shea outside. Pass to Knight. Now Wembanyama. Carter finds Knight. Launches it. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Wembanyama. And it's 8 points for the machine.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Here's Simpson. Out left to the wing. Pass to Bennett. Now McCain. Shot clock at 6. Shot by Bennett, no good. Knight for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
We've got Carter. Shea is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's the great one, and it's Wheeler in at the point. And it's Carter missing. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Simpson, no good. Back to Carter, fires the 3. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. On Saturday, then on Wednesday. And we've played to the first minute here in the second. Here's the closer. Drops in the tray. The closer's got 11 points.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here is Carter. He's got 8. Here's McCain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And Wembanyama outside. There's the screen from 11 feet away. Left side, Knight. Carter outside. Here's Wheeler. The three-pointer, no good. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Wembanyama outside. Shea sends a screen for Wembanyama. It's tipped. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. Here's the closer. 14 points for him. Knight grabs the board. Knight's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to Carter. Shea left side. They set the screen. Not going to go that time. Gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the professor picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Simpson. 5 points in the game. The Big Daddy passes to Simpson. Clock at 4. Here's McCain. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Nailed from three-point land.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to the closer. Back to McCain. Here's Simpson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Wheeler the pass tonight. Out to Carter. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. A nice shot by Knight.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the closer from downtown, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shea outside. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Shea's got his first 2 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
McCain gets a wide open look. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Phantom half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
And time now to swing it around as we take